Dear parents, the way you interact with your children and the way you discipline them will influence them for the rest of their lives. The way you interact with your children and the way you discipline them can be called your parenting style. Today, we'll be discussing your parenting style and the impact on your children. Welcome to Impactful Parenting Tips on Impactful Parents Academy, where we strive to give valuable insights and practical advice to parents like you. You are very much welcome. I am Oluwakemi Owolabi, your host. Like I said, we will be discussing your parenting style and its impact on your children. There are 4 parenting styles. We have authoritative parenting, authoritarian parenting, permissive parenting, and uninvolved parenting. Authoritarian parenting involves giving your children instruction, making sure they adhere to the instruction without explaining anything to them. Parents who are authoritarian in nature, they give instructions to the children. They don't care about the emotions of the children. They just want the children to obey. They don't even communicate anything to the children. Most of the time, the children obey the parents in fear because they don't know what will happen next and they don't want to lose the love of their parents. Now, let's talk about the impact of this kind of parenting on the children. Children who are raised by authoritarian parents always have low self-esteem. They don't know how to interact with people. They are always afraid. They don't even believe in themselves. The next type of parenting style is called authoritative parenting. In authoritative parenting, the parents lay down rules and regulations for their children. They are also fair, but these kind of parents are intentional in forming a relationship with their children. They have a relationship with their children, they have connection with their children. They also communicate with their children every time. They carry their children along. They think about their children's emotions. They think about how their children will feel. These things bother them. Then they are very fair. They give children rules. There are actions and consequences for actions. Whenever the children do what is wrong, they correct them. But they are loving parents. Now, what impact does this parenting style have on children? Children raised by authoritative parents are always happy. They tend to be happy. They tend to turn out as responsible adults. At the same time, they have good self-esteem. They believe in themselves. They believe they are capable. Another kind of parenting is permissive parenting. The permissive parenting style involves parents believing that children will learn anything by themselves from the environment or from life or from nature. They don't nurture their children. They provide what the children want. They don't correct their children when their children do what is wrong. They depend on the love of their children. They just want their children to love them. They just want their children to see them as nice parents. They don't correct their children. They don't correct their children when they do what is wrong. They don't say anything to their children as regards training. What they do is provide for their children. Allow the children to have their way all the time. No control at all. They provide, but there is no control. They allow the children to do whatever they like. They are afraid that they don't want to lose the love that their children have for them. These kind of parents are called permissive parents. Now, what is the impact of permissive parenting on children? Children who are raised by permissive parents have behavioral issues. They have behavioral problems. They tend they don't want to yield to authority. They don't even know how to give regards to authority because there has never been any kind of authority or rule over their lives. They don't know how to give regards to authority. They want to do whatever they like. And sometimes when they don't have their way in life, they have low self-esteem, they give up easily, they are always depressive in nature when people don't allow them to have their way. Because when they are with their parents, they always have their way. These children don't usually turn out well. Some of them don't turn out well in the future because they don't have parental guidance. There is no kind of nurturing in their lives. No one is nurturing them. No one is guiding them to the right path. Now, the last parenting style, that is called uninvolved parenting. Parents who are uninvolved, they provide everything that their children need. Food, shelter, money. They get carers for their children, but they don't tend to their children. they don't have time for their children at all. They are traveling all over the place. They give the children, they hand over the children to carers or handlers to take care of the children. They don't want to know what is happening to the children. Some, they just have the children by chance, so they don't care what happens to the children, but they are providing what the children need. Uninvolved parents don't give parental guidance, no control, nothing. They don't even know where their children are sometimes, whether the children have been transferred from one uncle to another aunt to another niece or to a grandparent. They don't care. Some even leave the children to live in boarding houses. Then from boarding houses they will go to live with a teacher during the holiday, but they are always providing what the children need. This kind of parents don't know their children. They don't have any connection. They don't know the emotions that their children are having. They don't know what their children are passing through. They don't know how the children feel about anything. What they know is that they have a child somewhere and they are providing for the children. Now, what is the impact of this parenting style on the children? Those kind of children, they have low self-esteem. They tend not to turn out well in the future because there is no guidance. And some turn out rebellious. Over time, if they don't fall into the hands of a carer that is very, very caring and love them unconditionally, if they fall into the hands of a carer who is wicked in nature, the children turn out to be rebellious. The children turn out to be suspicious of everyone around them. They don't know how to accept love and care because it is not in their nature. Those children too also don't care for other people because there is no one that cares for them. Now, looking at all these kinds of parenting style, authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, and uninvolved, if you look at it very well, psychology says that the best form of parenting is authoritative parenting. Dear parents, I want you to adopt authoritative parenting style where you are firm with discipline, you are controlling your children, their actions and consequences, but you are communicating with your children. You are showing your children love. They love you and you love them back. There is a kind of bond and connection. That's the kind of parenting style that you should adopt. I implore you today to adopt authoritative parenting style. Make sure there's a connection between you and your children. At the same time, be firm with discipline. Discipline your children, nurture them, raise them well so that they can come out well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about this video. How do you feel about this parenting style? Which one have you been adopting? And are you going to adopt the authoritative parenting style after now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share this video with parents of children who need it. At the same time, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button now so that you can always get notified when amazing videos that will help your parenting goal like this are being published. Till next time when I come your way, stay good.